Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create a design board in Canva. I have a freebie for you as well, so make sure Canva's in front of you and let's make a start. Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to make a design board using Canva. We're going to create a custom size here of 11.5 by 8 inches and we're going for 11.5 width, 8 inches high. Once we have our page, we're going to head across to the Elements tab. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to find all of the templates down here. So you'll see them there, there's some grids. They're indicated by a landscape within them, and these mean we can add elements into them by sliding them across, sliding photos and images across. So I'm just going to locate one here that's got at least several different spots where I'll be able to bring across artwork or ideas. Right, so I have that one board across and I've just minimized it a little bit so I can have a little part on the edge. Going back up, and I'm going to choose some frames now, a circular one, which I'm just going to plonk in here also, just for something a little bit different for the template. And I'm also going to grab just a circle element to put in behind that, just to frame it up so it doesn't blend into the other spots there. If you go up to position, you'll be able to then access the layers tab, and it's just a matter of clicking and dragging the layers around to where you want them. So if something's on top and you need it below, use this layers tab to toggle your pieces forward and back. Also want to add a spot to put a title for what I'm going to call this design board when I'm finished. So I'm just going to type in here a notes pad. I think the only thing with Canva that is the issue is trying to find something that you can use, because there's so many choices. I always struggle with this one, but I don't want something too big, but then I don't want it too small either, and I don't want it to distract from everything else that will end up going on this board. I can't resize some of the things. Elements in Canva are actually square, you can't resize them, so that's no good. I'll come back down to this one here, that'll do. Okay, I'm going to make this template available with some links down below after this video, so if you'd like to download this yourself you can. You'll find that this element will be different on the downloadable version because this is the second one that I'm making here today. Okay, with those in place, I'm going to go back up to the square, and what I want to do is make a series of smaller squares down the side of this page. So I'm just going to resize, and then I'm going to click so that it has the handles around it, and use my keyboard shortcut Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. You just need to click on the page somewhere before you select Control-V. There we are, Control-V. Canva it's very intuitive. It can set the positions or the sizing apart from each element for you. You notice that popping up there on the screen. Just so that I can ensure that all the pieces are lined up properly, I'm going to go along, and you can either hold the shift key down and select each element, or click and drag if you've got a clear way to do that. Go back up to the Positions tab, Arrange, and you'll notice there's some headings there. I'm going to do Tidy Up, just to make sure that they are all in a line there, and then I'm going to group them. So that's the template pretty much done, and now we need to think about what we're going to add into this template to make our design board. If you make one of these yourself, you can go ahead and hit the share button, and then you'll have to choose more and a template link. So if you wanted to share this with somebody else who had Canva, you would copy this template link and send that to them, and then they would be able to access this, not through your site. They would have access only to this particular file. So you just copy and send that along. You can also save it as a PDF, upload it to OneDrive, and then have a secure link to that sent to somebody who you would like to access. And you can do that for any of these templates that you create in Canva. So I'm just going to duplicate this now, and then we're going to do a little bit of a search for some elements to go inside of this template. thinking about colours. So this is going to hold the colours that I'm going to use, these 6 squares. The colour cubes from Sarah Renee Clark are excellent for creating sort of like colour groupings. She has a colour cube volume 1 and 2 out now, which you can purchase from her website. I'm not sponsored, I just really like using these. So you've got volume 1, and each of the cards come with a selection of colours. The reverse of each card you also get the hues, darker and lighter as well, and each of those comes with the hex code on the back. So now I'm just popping across to Pinterest. I have got some items saved in Pinterest, so I'm getting some suggestions there. I'm wanting to make up a bit of an Australian themed page. I'm actually designing a pattern, and I want it to be around Australian animals. And whenever we go camping here in Tasmania, we always have these beautiful little wrens that bounce around in the campsite. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So what I'm doing at the moment is just going through some of the boards and saving some of the photos that I'd like to put into my design board in my downloads folder, which I can then upload to Canva and place into the design board. So I'll add that one in as well. Then it's just a matter, once you've actually got your images collected and you have them uploaded to Canva, then you can start clicking and dragging and dropping them across into the areas that you have there, the templates there. If you don't like where it is, just click on it and you can delete it out. If you have an image that doesn't quite show, you can double click on that image and it will open up on its own. You can make it a bit smaller or a bit larger. And now we get to the colours down the side. I'll put that one in the middle, work perfect. Before I do the colours, I'm going to name this one up. So I've got a bit of an idea of what I want to call this. So I'm going to call this one Coastal Wren. Just in case I create something amazing, I've already got my name there for it. So yes, Coastal Wren it is. And now I can go about colouring these. So if you click on one of the squares and then you head up to the colour picker in Canva, it's just the top bar along where your mood board is. This will open up the colours palette, and you'll see there's a section here called photo colours, and at the moment it's showing 3, but you just click see all and it will open up all of them. And then you can start playing around with which colours, which 6 you want to take as your main or primary colours for use on this design board. So if you don't like what it is, you just want to move it around. There's obviously no pressure to, it's your design board. You can have whatever colour that you would like in it. I'm trying to take a few things. Obviously I wanted the blue from the male wren. The ocean looks so beautiful with that aqua, but I also needed those greens in there. So I just played around with this for a little bit until I felt I got it right. And I didn't quite like the order here, so I just went back. It keeps your document colours that you've chosen within the colours palette. So I just went back through and just used those same colours, but just readjusted them on the board so that they were a little bit more. I'm going to now download that as a JPEG to my documents and go ahead and print this so that I can have it as my source board, my design board, when I begin my drawing and my painting a little bit later. And I'll print that one off. So I'm just heading back across to Sarah Renee Clark's Colour Cube page. I'm just looking for an image just to show you something here. Because on the back of each of the Colour Cube cards, there is a hex code. And the hex code is a numerical and alphabetical code that allows you to select colours, like specific colours. So you see here where there's eggplant, it's 745B71, and each of those colours on the card's got its own hex code, which you can type into Canva So up here where it has the question mark, you can add that code in. So I'm just trying to, so you are able to take these colors and pop them in to create your very own palette. If you come down to where it has sort of like branding there, you can hit the plus sign and you can create and add palettes. So we're just going to add a palette here. And underneath this color picker, you type the numbers and letters in here, and then you can add them into your palette. So just go ahead and type each of them underneath. So we've got the eggplant, there's the burnt sienna, click on plus to add the rose 10. Oops, and I missed typing it in there. Hang on a minute, back it up. Jumping ahead of myself here. And then you have the palette there. I'm just going to call this one Hot Pink and Friends for the time being. So you can use the cards and the hex keys that come with the cards to set up palettes, or you can use photos as references, which will also give you suggestions for colors as to use in your project as well. So both work really, really well. It's nice when that element of trying to create a design is, you're given a bit of assistance with that, because that's always really interesting. Okay, so there we have it. There's how to create your own design board. Like I said, there's going to be some links in the description below if you'd like to grab hold of this design board to use yourself. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see me do more of this type of video, please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it, and until next time, I'll catch you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.